So basically, the design is going to be Jesus Christ. A little bit of a different video today. One of the things that I've never really understood and never really gotten into in bows is the stabilizer. And I've usually just bought, you know, I just recently got a sidebar, so, and the main bar is a bee stinger with this gigantic pancake on the end of it. It's actually got 3 pancakes on the end of it. This thing right here, it's got quite a bit of weight. I don't really know how much it weighs. I don't keep track of that stuff. I probably should, but it's worked out so well. It's worked out, you know, so far. But the thing that I'm interested in is we've got, this feels like aluminum, although I don't know if it is, and this is carbon fiber. Or maybe it's aluminum with a carbon fiber little wrap thing to make it look cool, but I know that the higher end stabilizers are made out of carbon fiber because they're light, they're very stiff, and you know, they are very, very tough as well. So I was thinking, I've got a lathe, I've got aluminum lying around. Why don't I just make my own? So I've got aluminum laying around, and I just ordered carbon fiber rod. This isn't as thick as I've seen on stabilizers before, but I've also seen some stabilizer designs that the shaft of the stabilizer is really skinny. Therefore, it, you know, cuts down on wind resistance when wind hits it. So maybe that's the ticket. And this thing is stiff. I mean, it's not moving, it's not going anywhere, so that's perfect for me. So as far as like shock dampening, I've got these old stabilizer shock dampeners. They did not fit on there. That's disappointing. Well, maybe I can put them on the end. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll put them on the aluminum that goes on the end. Basically, the design is going to be 2 aluminum pieces that house the carbon fiber rod, and then one of them's, they're both going to be threaded at each end, and I'm probably just going to thread the aluminum so that threads into the bow and then threads into custom weights that I'm going to make. So it's basically going to be this. You're going to have 2 aluminum housings right here, and then your carbon fiber rod that goes into the middle and marries to both pieces of aluminum, except it's going to be longer. I'm thinking a 15-inch stabilizer, just because that's kind of the standard, and I want more weight. Actually, the way it ends up working is you'll have less weight, but it'll be further out, which accomplishes the same thing. So at least that's what I've been told the science is. So hopefully that gives me the desired result, and hopefully this thing works. So I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not rocket science or anything like that. You know, it's something that I'm gonna put on my bow and be pretty proud of. Hopefully it'll work out. I think this will be fun, and I don't think it'll be as difficult as I think it is. So let's get started. that I learned about in dealing with carbon fiber. If you're gonna, do anything to it, machine it, which I don't even know how well it would machine. But if you're gonna do anything to it, if you're gonna alter it, just be safe and wear a mask, because the carbon fiber dust is nasty, and it'll get into your lungs and give you all sorts of problems and stuff like that, and also get in your fingers, and it's just not good. So that's why I was wearing a mask during that. Even the tiny amount of dust I was creating, I just didn't want to take a chance. So yeah, cleaned it off real good with acetone. And I'm gonna try to not make alterations to this and make the aluminum caps that go onto it, try to conform those to this rod. So basically this is 1/2 inch carbon rod, so 1/2 inch drill bit into the aluminum piece should just fit right in. So and then it'll epoxy it in there, and those will be good to go.